Good evening, everyone. So everything's arrived from my haul and I was so excited to share with you. I haven't used any of the stuff and most of it, I think there's two things I've opened just so that I've got a demonstration to show you. I'm so excited to use them, and so I've got some supplies, I've got books, I've paper, all sorts of things. So should we get started? So I thought I'd go through with you probably the least exciting for you to see, but I've done some research on paper because the cardstock I had been ordering, I ordered some more, and when they sent it through it wasn't like what I was expecting. It was really smooth and you couldn't get layers on the paper. So I did some research and I found out that the best surface for coloured pencils is to have a vellum surface. It's really hard to find it, but Strathmore Bristol did this. It's only 20 sheets and it is 270 GSMs, so it's quite thick, beautiful, but it does say it's not for water medium, but it has got a beautiful surface. So I will be saving this for really special PDFs that I want to keep, or I want to gift to somebody or frame. So yeah, it's very big. So if I hold it up there, you can see all the details. There it is. Okay. So that is primarily what I'll be using for, excuse all the pencil sharpenings up here. That's primarily what I'll be using for my PDFs. Okay, least exciting one out of the way for you guys anyway. For me it's really exciting because I've got some beautiful PDFs that I want to colour in, but needed some decent paper. Okay, so the next little bits and bobs that I brought was, look at these, a bag full of what you just think is glitter. Wow, if I can bring it right up close to the camera, I don't know if you can pick up on that. There you go. They are teeny tiny iridescent stars. Absolutely gorgeous. And oh, I've lost one. There's one on my finger. They're stunning. They look beautiful. I don't know if the camera can pick up all those greens and oranges and pinks in there. Just beautiful. So I thought they would be great for backgrounds instead of just having to do my white Posca dots or my jelly roll dots. I thought that they would be great. So in my wisdom, they weren't very expensive either. I ordered that bag and then thought, well, how am I going to stick them on? So I thought Mod Podge. So I tried a bit of Mod Podge and it did work quite well. So let me bring you in a bit. This is just a scrap piece of paper, so I do apologise. But I just did a swirl on a piece of paper. Sorry about the camera shake. With a bit of Posca background. But as you can see, where I put the Mod Podge, I've got soft sheen. It's left a sheen, obviously, where the Mod Podge went. And as you can also see, some of them didn't stick because they're quite fiddly. So I thought, well, how am I going to stick them on? I don't want shiny bits, or I don't want it to show where, look, they're coming off. And that's exactly why I thought about how I was going to do this. So I went on to Amazon. These are all of this is from Amazon, everything. There's a couple of bits that I've downloaded, but so I went on to look for glue pens, and I found this by Sakura, so the same people that do the jelly roll pens, and I haven't even opened them yet. They arrived this morning, but I wanted to be able to do a design, you know, with glitter, or especially for our calendar coming up. And it's got a little, I don't know if you can see that, it's got a little cap over the end, little rubber cap. I wanted, oh, look at that. So it goes on a colour, Can you see? It goes on a colour, so you can see where you're going, and then I can stick my great finger in it and spoil it. Hang on. Hang on a minute. Right. That's really clever. So I put these two loose ones, if I can get them off my great big finger now. Look at that. Then I can make a more of a precise, she says. It stuck to my finger instead. Yeah, that didn't work, did it? Let me see. Tweezers. There we go. Well, that's my hope anyway. Was that I could do, you know, a blob of glue, because it will dry clear. You can see where your glue is. It's going to be fiddly. There's got to be an easier way. I might have to, but it'd be great for glitter too, wouldn't it? Let's try that actually. I've got some silver glitter here. Let's do it. Let me make a scroll. Okay, so you've got that fine control. Let's see if it works. Can you see? I'm so sorry. This is fine glitter. So just pour it on the top. This was from my another haul video. Right, so I'm just gonna try and tip that back in the pot. Bear with me. Look at that! So absolutely brilliant for glitter. Not so great for the little stars, but I'll get some matte Mod Podge. Let me come out a little bit. I'll get some matte Mod Podge or some other type of glue. But this, if you want to put embellishments on your pages with control, look at that. So I've made a sparkly swirl. Excellent. So I brought these for our Christmas colour along, our Advent colour along, for our countdown, so that we can do all our Christmas baubles and decorations with glitter and make them look beautiful. So isn't that cool? So that's those. I was really pleased with those. Well, I am now. Now I know that I can use them. Alright, then the next thing I got was our teasers, 3 white gel pens. And in this box you get the fine, medium and the bold. Now I've watched Colour with Claire do a review on these and she said they're the best things ever. So I'm opening it. I haven't been in it. I've been a good girl. I've been waiting to share my excitement with you all. As you can see, can't even get in the flipping box. Come on! Ah! Why? There. Okay. Panic over. Okay. So they look quite nice. They're nice and thick. Look, if I put it next to a Sakura jelly roll, you can see. So they're nice to hold. So this is the 0.6. Let's see what this like. This is just Posca on a scrap piece of paper. Let's see what these are. Oh my goodness, yeah, look at that. So that's 0.6. That's the same as the jelly roll. The jelly roll is 0.6, I'm pretty certain. Let's try. Okay. Yeah. So then we've got 0.8. Well, they are good. So they've got this kind of nib, metal nib. And they just give you the size in black on the pen. So this is 1, so this should be a lot thicker. That's where I put that glue. Let's get it going. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? They do write really well, so yeah. So these are all for when we do our daily Advent colour along, so that I know that I've got the supplies that I need to make it all sparkly and lovely for Christmas. Okay, keeping with my scrap piece of glittery paper, let me just move all those little stars that have dropped off. I wanted some glitter glue, and I looked at Stickles. They're really expensive to get a set, and as we are doing I won't open it yet, as we're doing a Christmas colour along, sorry about the glare, I ordered these were for Amazon too, and they're called Glitz-It Sparkles. Acid free, so that's great for the paper and colouring books, non-toxic, and they've got a fine nozzle. So let me see if I can get into the little beasties. I just wanted you to know that I had waited. Right, okay, so we've got some gorgeous colours in there. Which one should we try? I need one that's going to show up on camera. Should we go for... let's go for the Christmas red, shall we? Okay, so they look like this. And have I got a... I haven't got a Stickles to hand, but I've got a Dovecraft one to hand. So the Glitz-It ones are like an oval shape as opposed to the round. Let's have a look. See if I can do this without oh look. Oh, okay. Shall I put it on the black? Shall I put it on the black, see if it shows up? Do I need to do anything with it? Oh, there it comes. Is it? Okay, it's not showing up very well on the black. Maybe I should have shook it. Oh, please don't let this be a fail. Let's try. Here. Can you see? Ah! Well, yes, that was a massive epic fail. Oh no, can you believe it? Oh. What the hell? Oh my god. Let me clean that up. I'm not going to edit that out. I'm not going to edit that out. That's got to stay in there. This is what happens. Now, maybe I did something wrong. Let me just put it on this cloth. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe you're supposed to pierce them or something. Because that's the stopper. But it says fine nozzle. And you can see, I don't know if you can you see it is open? Maybe I squeezed too hard. I don't know. Anyway, there. I don't know. Let me have a look on the back of the packet. What did I do, folks? What did I do? Oh no. Okay. See the nozzles? Yeah, look, the nozzle's open. And that one's working perfectly fine. I think it's just me being a doofus. I'm going to pause here and try and get some of that back in that jar. And I'll meet you back here in a second. Okay. Well, I've cleaned up as much as I can. I'm not quite sure what happened. So that was that one. They don't have names. This was, well, that's what's left of our red. I'm going to try another one with you to see if, because if you look, see it coming up the nozzle? So I didn't know why that happened. There must have been a blockage. They are beautiful. Look at that. So I'm not sure what happened. It's funny though. Let's try this Christmas green, and then I'll bring it up to the camera so you can have a look. See, look, they work perfectly well. I don't get what happened there. Make myself look like an idiot. It's a good Christmas colour. Look at that, it's like a moss green. Lovely. There probably will be enough left of the red for us to do our Christmas colour along. Let me just try this. It's like this really shocking blue one. Look at that. Nice. And what I'll do is leave them to one side and we'll have a look when they're dry. And see what they're like then in comparison to Stickles. So no, Stickles are just beautiful and shiny. Well, that's a pretty colour, look at that. It's like a titanium type colour. Right, if I lift them up for you, can we catch the sparkles? They are quite sparkly. I don't know if you're picking that up or not. Okay, so we'll set them to one side. So that is not their fault. That clearly was my fault. And I obviously squeezed it with such force that it had nowhere to go. So you get 12 in there. So you've got clear, silver, gold, pink, shocking blue, lime green, dark blue, that sort of purpley colour, the red that we saw plenty of, Christmas green, the like titanium type colour, and like the moss green. So really pretty colours, and they do work. But what I'll do is I'll set that aside for 1 minute, well, until the end of the video, and then we'll have a look and hopefully they will have dried up. So just a word of warning, if you do buy them, just hold it upright and squeeze until you can see it coming to the top. Do not hold it upside down like I did and splat it everywhere. Yes. So the other thing that I got that probably isn't the most exciting, but it was for me, I got a little heat gun. Let me show you. And I have used this. So I need to come out again. I'm so close in. It's not a colour along, Lucy. So you've got a little stand for it, so when you've used it, you can keep it off the side so it doesn't get too hot. 2 heat settings. So you've got the low and the high, and it's not that loud. So I was so fed up with, like, when we were doing colour alongs and things, having to go off and wait hours for the paper to dry. So I picked this up, and it's absolutely brilliant. And I have used it because I did a page in I can't think of her name. I did a page in a watercolour book anyway, and with Neos and pencils, and I needed it to dry quickly. So it's been a godsend. So I think it was £12. It's absolutely brilliant, really neat little thing. So that just now sits on my side. Okay, so there was that. I will put a link down below to everything in case you're interested. Then a couple of little other things that I've downloaded I wanted to show you, and I know I'm behind with this, but I didn't order. I was on Joanna Basford's, no it wasn't, I got an email from Joanna Basford saying that she's got a new book coming out and it will be with us 6 months early. It will be here in April. So I went straight onto her website and sorry, I'm messing about with it. Went straight onto her website and to check out where to pre-order it from. Got stars everywhere now. And pre-ordered it, so it will be coming with us. And then this is free on Joanna Basford's website, the Flourish book. I'm sure you've probably all seen it, but just in case you haven't, it's absolutely free. And you get, I'm not sure how many designs you get. So I printed this straight onto cardstock. Look at that, aren't they wonderful images? I'm sorry about my camera work today. So, and all absolutely free. Look at those. So, and I know a lot of people have had this for a long time and, you know, they've done colourings in it, but I'm just late to the party. But yeah, aren't they lovely? Look at that. So absolutely free, these designs. Don't have to pay a penny. Isn't that kind of her? Isn't he gorgeous? I love him. Yeah, so that's our lovely Joanna Basford. Then, which was, like I say, absolutely free. Go over to her website. I'll put a link down below and check it out. It's absolutely brilliant. Then I've paid for 6 hair inspiration designs by MariolaBudekArt. Absolutely gorgeous. I won't flip through them properly because I haven't got them all covered and it doesn't do it justice. But absolutely gorgeous. That's from Etsy. And I did purchase that. I did have to pay for that. And then some very exciting news, folks. I was looking for a calendar for next year so that every month, once a month, if we got the calendar together, we could do a colour along. Now I know this is 2020, but I love the images in it. So I've just taken the calendar part out, and because she gives it you as a separate download. And I emailed Kelly and I asked her if she would be doing a 2021 calendar, and if she was, could she let me know and could I have permission to use it on the channel. And she came back to me and said that yes, she's currently working on a 2021 calendar, and as soon as it's ready she will email me and I will be allowed to review it on the channel. So that's so exciting. So I went ahead and purchased, this is just on Amazon paper, so that when I'm ready for colouring it I can photocopy it onto card, but I like to be able to look through my PDFs. Her work is just outstanding. It really, really is. And this one says March, and you've got the fairy and a hare, March rabbit, or the March hare rather. I mean, look at that. But in particular, I got so excited, like I do about Christmas. In particular, there's this one image at the back, which was December's calendar for this year. So I'm going to keep my hand on it because obviously it's still an image. Look at that. And I just love her work. So I'm so excited. I hope you guys go and check Kelly's Etsy store out. She's a fantastic artist. And as soon as it becomes available, I'll get it. We'll do a flip through. And oh, excuse me, let me get a sip of drink. And my hope is that it will be as stunning as this one, and that we can get it and do every month do a colour along in the calendar together. So there's that. Okay, I think I've shown you all my little embellishment bits. So yeah, now it's time for the books. So the thing that I was waiting for today, and that's why the let me lift you up slightly, just so I can get everything in. The thing that I was waiting for today was Joanna Basford's Inky Wonderlands 2021 calendar. I love Joanna Basford, but I'm really not the best at colouring in her stuff. I don't know why. Maybe my expectations of myself are too high. Not that, that's the wrong way round. I don't know what I mean. I mean that when I colour it I'm always disappointed with how it looks. So this would probably be one that I do in private maybe, and then just show at the end of each month. But this is, yeah, like I say, for 2021, it's square. How big is it? Let's see. So it's 30 by 30, perfect wall size for a calendar, and is illustrations from How to Draw Inky Wonderlands. I don't have that, so that's perfect for me. World of Flowers, Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, Magic Jungle, Joanna's Christmas, Lost Ocean, Enchanted Forest and Secret Garden. So there's an image from each of those in the book. I'm sorry about the glare. You can see my butterfly light shade up there, look, in the thing. So that's what you get on the back. I'm not going to open it now, it's still sealed. I'm going to do a flip through because I haven't seen in it. So I will do a separate video as a flip through of this calendar and see what we think. Because I'm really excited about this. I do love Joanna Basford's and Joanna Basford's work. And it's got to be all about Joanna with a new book coming out, hasn't it? So let's get on it, folks. So talking of Joanna, I had a lovely subscriber message me on Facebook and asked if I would be doing any colour alongs in Joanna's Christmas, and I didn't have it. This has just come. How I've missed this book. I knew it was out. Let me just readjust myself. Sorry, folks. Oh. I'm still sitting on puppy training pads because of my leg. I knew it was out, but I don't know why I'd never got it. I really don't. And so this lovely subscriber was messaging me and saying, oh, will you be colouring in Joanna Basford this Christmas? I was like, well, I don't have the book, sadly, and it got me thinking, and I went over to have a look. And I am so glad that I did. It is such a beautiful book. It really is. The usual paper that you expect, with little designs on the back, so you could use alcohol markers if you wanted to. But just absolutely beautiful. There's lots of flip throughs of this, but kind of mandalas, but because it's Christmas I don't mind that. I normally don't like mandalas, but I mean, look at that. A gingerbread town. Excellent. Look at that, you know. I mean, these are images that we haven't seen yet from Joanna. Her new book is called Wondrous Worlds. I think we're going to see a little bit more of this style. So that's really exciting. So yeah, these pages are perforated, so you can pull them out and gift them or put them up. And this, I just love this picture. Isn't that gorgeous? I really want to have a go at that. Yeah. Okay, so Joanna Basford. And then you all know my love of the wonderful Charles Santore, who we now know passed away last year, sadly. I've been on the hunt for more of his books. And I picked up Snow White. This was, I had this, I bought this a couple of weeks ago, but I thought I'd include it in the haul because it's new to me. And I don't think I've seen anyone colouring it. So as usual, you get the gorgeous original illustrations, how Charles would have done them, and the colours they would have been in, and then the pictures. So they're named. Snow White's mother dreams of having a child. So absolutely, and as we expect from Mr. Santore, nothing but stunning. Look at that. Snow White takes a bite of the poisoned apple and dies. Did she die? I thought she fell asleep. I have to read the story. But yeah, look. The Prince and Snow White get married. Yes, so she didn't die, they're fibbing. Absolutely beautiful. And this is not applesauce pressed though. This is pomegranate. So it's not Amazon paper. It's proper, really decent paper, really nice, but not applesauce press, so it doesn't come in the large format like the other ones did. But this one does. So I got The Wizard of Oz. Now, I love children's classic stories. I love them, but never more so than when I see Charles Santore, how he's illustrated them. So this is applesauce press. And this is on that paper that we know and I love, that what I call magic paper, and you get the illustrations at the front, and it is just as magical. There's the story. It's just as magical as Alice in Wonderland. Look at Scarecrow. Isn't that beautiful? You know, I want to finish Alice in Wonderland first, but the fun that you can have with this book. There's the wizard, look. Oh, absolutely beautiful. So, Charles Santore. The book is by L. Frank, I don't know how you pronounce that, but obviously illustrated by Charles. So I managed to find those. There are a few others, but so I'll be on the hunt for them. Right, now I've got a pile here. Oh no, that's our Christmas colour along book. You've seen that one. We've got a pile here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books. So we'll go quick because you've been sat for a while now. So I brought, and if any of these books you want a proper flip through of, do let me know and I will do it. I brought this one, Julia Spiri, and it's called The Inspiration. This is a Grayscale book too, and unfortunately it is Amazon paper, I'm pretty certain. Is it? Or am I lying? Yes, no it is, printed in Great Britain by Amazon. But it is a beautiful, beautiful book, and it's, look at her, and that's what I fell in love with, that image, which is the front cover. But isn't she pretty? And they're all pretty much like that. Beautiful, whimsical, fantasy pictures. Well, flowers, so I lied. But, and the grayscale's quite light, so it should be nice and easy to colour over. But yeah, very, very pretty images. And I think this has only just come out, if I'm right. Oh, where's the publication? Maybe it's at the back then. It's a bit odd, isn't it? There's her websites. So, juliaspiri.com. She's on Instagram, Facebook, and Patreon. And it doesn't tell us anything. Isn't that odd? There's no no publication, but I'm pretty certain that Amazon said it was 2020 anyway. Okay, let me just check for the next, because I've got oh yeah, okay, alright, let's do, I fell in love with this illustrator, and you'll know from, I found her through the Colour in Heaven's Christmas special, Ruth Sanderson. What an amazing artist. Now, the majority in this first book that I'm going to show you by her are in that Christmas edition or issue, but there are some additional pictures and I wanted them, so I went ahead and grabbed it, and unfortunately again these are all Amazon print paper, but I'm not fussed because I would scan it and reprint it. But the work in this book is just absolutely divine. I mean, I'm pretty certain that's in the Colour in Heaven one. So's that one. I'm sure that one is too, which is what I fell in love with. But there are some images that aren't. And she is just a fantastic artist and I'm in love with her. So, yeah. So you get, it looks quite thick, but you get, I think the images are repeated, if I'm correct. Yeah. So you get 2 copies of each, which is really nice, because you could do it in different medium, or if you're like me, you can fluff one up and then have another one to redo. So that's the first one of Ruth Sanderson's I got, which is Christmas Magic, and like I say, a lot of those images are in the Colour in Heaven special, Christmas special. And then I got Merry Christmas, also by Ruth Sanderson. Amazon paper again, but you wait till you see. And the grayscale is dark, but I didn't care. I thought, oh, look at these images. That one's not so great. But there is one of particular, oh, look at that little mouse. There's one of Santa. There's the children dreaming of what they're going to get, look. There's a close-up of Santa's face in one of these books and it just blows me away. So they're quite Dickensian images, but I love that. And I know it looks intimidating, but they're actually not. I've shown you that from doing the... is that him? Look at that. Yeah, look. I've shown you that from doing our last colour along together in... I can't even think what we coloured. What did we... Oh, Alice in Wonderland. God, such an idiot. So I've shown you that from doing Alice in Wonderland, but look at that face. That's just how you imagine, I anyway, imagine Father Christmas to look like. Yeah, so that's Merry Christmas by Ruth Sanderson. And then I got Santa's Christmas, which is the new edition, so I don't know what the difference is, but it is the new edition by Ruth Sanderson. And Amazon paper again, quite thick, and that's because you get 2 copies of each. These are just outstanding. Not so dark. Look at that Father Christmas. Isn't he gorgeous? Absolutely stunning. Little mouse. She's an incredible artist. And how I've missed her before, I just don't know. There's another Santa in here. Let me see if I can find it for you quick. But if you want a full flip through, let me know. That's a nice one. But I was sure there was a close-up of Santa. Is it that one? There's lots of him actually, look. Look at that one. With his sack of toys. And this one coming down the chimney. Isn't that gorgeous? So, Ruth Sanderson, incredible. She does have an Etsy store as well. You can buy some of these images individually. And then, this is not a Christmas one, but I saw it and thought I liked it. And it's Inklings by Tanya Bond. Now, Amazon paper. Yeah, Great Britain Amazon paper. And this is the first one. I'm really disappointed, I don't know why. And I think I've seen so many images, I thought I have to have that. And I have to have a go. Now maybe it's because, excuse the dog next door, maybe it's because they're not coloured images that I was just a bit disappointed. But I don't know. It's not doing that thing for me that I get excited like. But yeah, you've probably all seen this book, but I'll give it a go and see anyway. It's just not what I expected, I don't know why. Okay, and then the last thing I have to show you, you'll be glad to know, is John O'Brien's The Night Before Christmas. Now I think, probably, of all the books that I've got, even Mr. Santore's, this does it for me. This is something special, I think. I don't know whether this is, let me just check, is it Amazon? No, it's not Amazon paper. This is, can I find a publisher? This is Poem by Clement Clark Moore. You know the poem. It's Dover colouring book right in front of me. So the paper's quite nice actually. And the imagery in this is absolutely out of this world. So it tells you about him and the poem that he wrote. This was released, or copyright 1981. Look. Would you look at that? And then you've got the poem. 'Twas the night before Christmas, went all through the house. Look at that. Not a creature was stirring. Not even a mouse. Absolutely stunning, and it goes through the whole poem with glorious imagery like that. Isn't it wonderful? I love it. I was so excited with it, and this was probably one of the cheaper things that I purchased, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, I'm so excited by this, and whether it's just because it's Christmas. So that was the end of the poem there. So you get the and away they all flew like down of a thistle, but I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Oh, it's just magical, absolutely magical. And I would like to be able to colour this and read it to my grandbaby before he's too old and says, oh, Nana, shut up. But yeah, so John O'Brien, The Night Before Christmas, and I'm absolutely in love with this little book. I don't know what it is about it, whether it's the, I don't know, it's everything, the poem and the images. I mean, look at that. Gorgeous. Right, folks, well, I've made a complete tip of my office. I've kept you long enough. I will let you go. I hope I haven't tugged on your purse strings too hard with any of the stuff. Oh, I was going to show you the glue, wasn't I? Is it dry? Oh, it's still soggy. It's still soggy, but please pick it up. Let me see if I put this lamp on. Can you get... No, it's rubbish. The lighting, I mean, it is really glittery. I just don't know if you're picking it up. Anyway, I tried. I splattered it everywhere and I tried. I hope you found that funny. Alright, my lovely people, I'll let you go. I'll see you very, very soon. Take really good care of yourselves, and I'll say goodnight. Bye-bye.